I am so excited. I literally cannot wait. Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I am super excited today because we are going to be talking about this palette right here. That's right friends, this is Meet Me in the Underworld by Lois Cosmetics, and this is a really exciting release. Lois Cosmetics is an indie brand that I was not aware of until recently when this palette became relatively popular because of the story behind it. But this look I created with this palette, and what I did is I kind of told the story while I did the look. So I thought it would be fun to just hear the story and the inspiration behind this palette while doing a look with this palette. So if you want to keep watching and you want to see how I create this look and the story behind this, then just keep on watching. So what I have in front of me, or in front of you now, is this Lois Cosmetics palette. Very excited because when you open it up, got this cute little card here that gives the story on the back of what this palette is inspired by. I'm excited because today I'm gonna do a look with this palette. It says Meet Me Underworld here, and then the eyeshadow palette. Really beautiful art, and I'm super excited because it's an indie brand named Lois Cosmetics, and this is my first palette from them. This palette has definitely put them on my radar, and I'm now like, ooh, going to be eyeing a lot of their products now. So to open it up, it's a very colorful palette, but in the best way. I don't have a lot of greens in my collection, and I'm very excited because this will definitely insert some of those grungy greens, like this color here I'm really excited about, and I'm really excited about some of these up here, as well as these colors here. This one, I would use that on my day-to-day basis, so I would use it a lot. And I think that it's a nicely well-rounded palette. It's got a mirror on it. Woo! It's vegan, cruelty-free. Anyway, so I am very excited. What we're gonna do is I wanted to do a look with this palette, but I wanted to kind of tell the story as I'm doing the look. So let's go ahead and try and see how well I can do this, because I'm going to be doing it without my glasses on. I'm going to try and read this story with limited eyesight. Not that I have terrible eyesight, but I do have glasses and they're going to be off while I'm putting on makeup, so duh. I'm so excited. Alright, let's see what kind of look I come up with, because I don't know. I've got all these ideas. Orpheus was a mortal man who was said to have had the skills of the gods at playing music. When he played, the animals of the forest would gather around him. Birds would swoop from the heavens just to listen. Orpheus fell in love and married a forest nymph named Eurydice, but their love was not fated to be, as one terrible day Eurydice was bitten by a snake. Its poison filled her veins, and she passed away. Orpheus, consumed with grief, could not accept the fate of his fallen wife. He ventured into the underworld to ask Hades for his true love to be returned. Hades accepted this plea with one condition. Eurydice would follow Orpheus back from the underworld to be reunited and live together in lover's bliss. But Orpheus was to trust Hades and not at any point turn back to look for his lost wife. If he did, she would not be allowed to return to Earth with Orpheus. The deal was made, and Orpheus left the underworld. Making his way back, dread and doubt filled his mind. Could Hades have played a trick on him? He realized he could be walking away and leaving Eurydice behind once more in the underworld for all eternity. Orpheus could not take not knowing any longer, and turned to see his one true love following his path back to Earth. As soon as their eyes met, Eurydice disappeared, leaving Orpheus heartbroken once more. Many say Orpheus died from heartbreak, as he could no longer live without the light of his life. Some say he wandered the earth the rest of his existence, singing of nothing but Eurydice and his grief to lose her. But one thing many are sure of is that Orpheus and Eurydice were eventually reunited in the underworld. They loved, they sung and danced. He would follow her now into eternity in the underworld. Alright guys, this is the final look. I'm very excited because I think it turned out well. I do gentle looks, as you know, so I couldn't do anything too crazy with this. If I really practiced, I could get better at making even bolder looks, but for now, this is what I come up with. I like seeing the more gentle daily looks. I could wear this to work and not feel too out of place. I feel like people wouldn't be too alarmed by it. I love this look. I don't have any green eyeshadow, so this is a very unique eyeshadow palette for me, and I tell you, in person, I will say I think it looks cooler. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to swatch every shade. I think it would be exciting to see all the swatches. I think I'm just gonna put them on my arm here. I just took off my bangles. Let's just start. I'm gonna start from here and go over, and then here and over here, and so on. So we're gonna start with Poetry. My arm is clean, so we've got Poetry here. Very nice. And I've got a rag here where I'm gonna be wiping my finger off every time and starting again. We got Liar. That's super pretty. I love that color. Enchanted Forest. I've got Eurydice. Eurydice. It's pretty. That one is very sheer. It's light on my skin. Hades. Good old Hades. It's a matte. So far, we've hit all shimmers. That was the first matte. We got Muses. Orpheus. Snakebite. Oh, I like that color. Pink. Look at how pink that is. We've got Footsteps. I like that color. That's a good transition color right there. Nymph. Myth. Let me swatch that again because it's just so sheer. Yep, that's a pretty sheer one because I've swatched that one pretty hard, but it's tightly packed. Tragic Love. That one is probably one of my favorite colors in the palette that I used today. It's actually the bottom color there. Melody. Woodland. And lastly, Underworld. Bam. So that is the whole palette swatched. That is a whole palette done with a look. A very green look. So guys, this is the palette swatched. This is the palette used in action. Every color has been swatched. It hasn't all been used and put on my eye, but I think that I really love the red because I think it just brings the look together. So guys, if you want to see more, let me know. I would love to do like a 3 looks 1 palette kind of a video. Like I said, a lot of people who have been using this palette have been using very bold looks, which is completely exciting and fun. For me, I'm more of a gentle eye look kind of girl. So it's just kind of my style. I'll take a wild palette and tone it down to something still really fun, but nothing too like, whoa. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will come again. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more. I don't have an upload schedule at the moment because of my work schedule. It's a bit too much for me to dedicate myself to always having an upload at a certain time. But if you want to get your little updates for when I do upload a video, I try to be relatively consistent on my channel here. Click the little bell. My Instagram is @LizzieLikesLipstick, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks guys, bye!